NPP as a political party has always been a tribal party.
And the NPP always shows us the way. It's no emotions.
Atam Okasano na Bawumia ewo USA, New York City, na Osa. Obia will lose election with 2 million votes. Comes to tribal politics. It has been one of the silent killers in our politics. Because some way, as a pathway, it's a party full of tribal bigots. Very indecent, slimy, disgusting political insects. Monkey Red. Kennedy Agyapong, Bryan Acheampong, and Bawumia. In fact, today is going to be about Bawumia and Bryan Acheampong. Kennedy there, he is in hibernation. Or no, but what is happening today, no, it represents the NPP as a political party. And what is NPP? NPP is tribalism. And you see, for a very long time, Yaka Semwe as a pathway is a party full of tribal bigots. Very indecent, slimy, disgusting political insects parading in Ghana as politicians. No. Now, for a long time, now you catch Ghana for say NPP as a political party, no, now, I'm running Ghana to say Ejapade. Dombo for ba, yesina aba edien, eye buzia for ba, ne se abadien, eye omoso maka. Inti dankwa buzia dombo, inti ayete se eye busia, we tinaso kakra, na we abe tinaso kakra, na we abe tinaso kakra. And the idea ni nyina say, we be di kakra, na we abe di kakra, na we abe di kakra. But from 1992, when it comes to tribal politics, it has been one of the silent killers in our politics. And we know, say, NPP as a political party has always been a tribal party. A Akamfo party. In fact, at a point, they were bold to say it on radio. They didn't care. Now, I bet there is something now, it is getting to that point where they themselves, they are beginning to tell us their story. They are beginning to tell us their story because they are in a position whereby they don't know themselves anymore. They now are telling us who they are. Because for some time now, so now, Ghana politics, the Bain and the realizes say tribalism, it take over our politics. It was when Mahamudu Bawumia was introduced into Ghana politics. The moment Bawumia was introduced into Ghana politics, that was when tribalism in our politics, using religion to campaign, that was when it took over our politics as a nation. Those who started destroying Ghana's politics using tribalism and religion, it is the introduction of Mahamudu Bawumia in the NPP. And the NPP, being already a tribal party, they were waiting for somebody to ignite that monkey in them. It has always been there. That tribalism in the NPP, awo wache, but na omono kuta petro no mu pe obi obeso jane keke na atija. And they waited and waited and waited until Mahamudu Bawumia took charge or came into the limelight when it came to NPP leadership. That is when tribal politics became something that the NPP rallied around. Almost some tribal politics, religious politics. That is when they started worshipping that. Now, you see Bryan Acheampong akoka asembi. Emma Mahamudu Bawumia are responded to Bryan Acheampong. Adenya Mahamudu Bawumia say Bryan Acheampong aka asembi a sa asem no wan kan ye etia no. Now, Bryan Acheampong so ababontina bekasa. Let's listen to asema Bryan Acheampong kan ya. Akofan sem we nyina ba na menchiro the root cause of what we are seeing the NPP today, and that is what the NPP represents. A tribal party, a party that does not campaign, or a party that wasn't built out of truth, a party built out of tribalism. Now, they are doing it to themselves. Now, it has gone to that point that they are murdering each other because of the tribal tendencies in them. So this is not new. This is something that has been there. Mahamudu Bawumia, NPP, Kennedy Agyapong, Bryan Acheampong, every single member, Napomo, almost suppressing a check. But they have gotten to that point whereby they're like, we can't keep it down there again. We need to bring it out. Now, Mumia Gotie as sama Bryan Acheampong aka, Mahamudu Bawumia be responding. Ye wi anama chrew why the NPP is a party. Ghana nia unim nyansa. You should never be affiliated to such a despicable, monkey-like party. Omo nya omo say omo be shifty every tribalism ho at discussing Ghana's issues. Now this is Bryan Acheampong Mumia Gotie no.
Kusasi for any man pieces one. Omo problem. President Kufuano, we need MPP vote Kusasi. We need MPP vote Mamprusi. President Kufuano, we need MPP Mamprusi. And this is essential condition for me. I am a farmer in 2024, about 1 point. A free OT. Equal upper east, upper west, and northern, upper western region. The Lucy is a woman. It's only power. And if you are a victim of circumstances, it's not your fault. I may not know anything. But we cannot wait. This situation, we and I have one price on him, which we have solved in 2028. But the suspicion will not go away. And MPP will not be held ransom and stay in opposition because of this matter. And that is a fact. We are in this business to win power. And here emotional and here personalities. I'll give you examples. We are here to win power. Tune in the end. And it's actually a city and the power of the and the NDC always shows us the way. There's no emotions. Jimmy can say young pockets here, and young got money. Okay, you have pockets here. Sometimes we get carried away with emotions when we have to do the politics. Me, I would have contested power. So by election, by election. You can't say that, Papa. And you can't point out fast one. The coin. But by nation, you wouldn't hear it. And we are a political party. And you say, you have got Kamalinu Krano, they are protesting how I 2028, that is what we want to do. And yet, Akunyano abeto holiday and found only 187 183 award parliament. So when you
so this is Bryan Acheampong. Also person of the MPP enim. Bryan Acheampong before election 2024, Gina stage can say omo be di on baby wa be yi wuti say obe stop you from winning power. Omo no be di papa. Say to me, a friend to me, on Jemuda, because of his track record. And there, or contested Bawumia, and or catch MPP for say, or person kind of create trouble. J. Ekufo, a contested, Kusasi, Mamprusi, Tama, operate to me. Kufo winning hands down. Nana dan Kufo Acheampong, a contested ye, Oba Mamprusi, any Kusasi Fuma, Nana dan Kufo winning ye. Or say Mahamudu Bawumia way. Mahamudu Bawumia we. Oya Mamprusi ni. Ye nyina enim Mahamudu Bawumia. Mamprusi oye. Ene saa ne Mamprusi oye eye winter e dia ba eye srem. Eye boku area ho. O se ye nyina eri tua. Bawumia cross o e Mamprusi ni no e ka ho kura na oba srem no. E fa boku area ho di srem no e ma NPP lose abano dodo. O se Bawumia ye di share omukon omu nyina nim se Bawumia de oyenti ehye nipa bebre ebufuo wo sirem enti ono de ohuni se Mahamudu Bawumia na omu pese omu de party ne kon by force no eya de a eye den a so omu de Bawumia be a flag bearer party no there's no way between our power beam if you say Kofo any de Ekufuado e contested wo ho no na kusasi ni Mamprusi for nipa te say omo nipa ne ya de enti no motoma no etoma Kofo ne Ekufuado if you say na Kofo ne Ekufuado e ka no kore Bryan Acheampong say ende ye ko election ye wie ya ukohwe results a free stream a Mahamudu Bawumia kro ye Mamprusi ne ho hinti na srem obi ampanto abama Bawumia every say Bawumia editro every say Bawumia enka no kore ono no ye minister Bryan Acheampong na oya minister he was an integral member of Bawumia's campaign in 2024 Olidi Bawumia ede ne kwa akwetia Olidi Bawumia ede ne ko Olidi Bawumia de ne ko srem he was leading Bawumia's campaign with money inti onim dia all catch the party for no o see sibia ya tam party no yesa de ma nipa we ya ono ankasa ne krom eye boko Mamprusi ni kura no wentumi anwini na de nti na party ni nipa bi pese omo ye chinchini a tam party no e de ma Bawumia se ondi party nanim osaso se party ni mpanifo mu di party nanim se eye tamale eye by election abeda ho a e wo se party ni kopre a omo kase ma party ni kopre no o se nyansa nim omo agimi if the some penifo na omo take this decision no adentina party ni nyina wo ho na omo ntie party no de party ni pe if so ono Bryan Acheampong de okofom pa onim se nanka party ni person omo contest tamale onim se party ni person anka omo kosirem even though omo ni seat or parliament no it is better for them to contest and lose for people to know say omo buy now for Bawumia ni team omo make this decision say eni se party no eko tamale eko contest ni kwale kire say omo mu di party ni mo agimi okanya be si say o see bibie be ye bia no NDC na kire ye kwan no obie na no ka kire ne party for o se party for party na yet no ade bia yesua bia ye papa bia yesua free NDC wo ade ntina ye ntumi nsua NDC ekwan pa no na de bia no ye pese ye de enchichemu ene ufri ha ufri he we free ha we free ha ye nim se Mahamudu Bawumia enye better candidate ni kuro mu kura wentumi wini ade ntina party no air force Bawumia edi esi eye Ghana force saa time okasa no na Bawumia ewo USA New York City na osa obi a we lose election with 2 million votes wasaka plane tickets asaba America about Bronx oni enum kankan fu abehia nipa dodo no omhia ono dodo no omye home living omo tete nkofo basement omo tete abrofo toilet omo mudodo no omo nko Manhattan krada omo ni broni a aya omo adamfo omo gu Bronx inside ho omo ese nkusie omo na okohia omo time Bryan Acheampong kasa no na Mahamudu Bawumia neni abre esa Bryan Acheampong the campaign. All catch the campaign the team the MPP for say we Jimmy. We on to me win elections. We ye na nam. We a tribe into the buyer. Tribe so na apamono. Why should we take him back there? Into osawie no. Eye Bawumia sawie no ote say Bryan Acheampong aka no kura kire MPP for. E hwa na ne bufuye. Ni bufuye no ede na ono so kan ye efri America. E hwa no so omunye program na onkasa wase ene se ene agi program na kasa.
As we prepare to go into the primaries, I am very, very concerned and troubled that some of our presidential aspirants have embarked on a religious and tribal bigotry and propaganda against me in a desperate attempt to win votes. They totally ignore all the data and findings about why we lost the 2024 elections and want to mislead the delegates and the party with such propaganda. Then one such issue that has come up, and I think it's important for all of us to know, is the Mamprusi-Kusasi conflict. An aspirant has said that delegates should not vote for me because I am a Mamprusi man, and that we will lose votes in the Kusasi areas and other areas. This is very unfortunate and demonstrates a complete lack of understanding of the situation on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, since 1965, there have been 11 elections in Ghana. Since 1965. And the performance of the LPP in the 6, our tradition, in the 6 Moku zone seats, there are 6 seats in the Moku zone. If you look at it, the performance is as follows. In 1965, our tradition had 0 seats. In 1979, under the Tosu's leadership, we had 0 seats. In 1996, we had 0 seats in that area. In 2000, we had 1 seat. In 2004, under President Ford, we had 0 seats. 2008, we had 1 seat. 2012, under President Akufo-Addo, we had 0 seats. 2016, we had 2 seats. 2020, we had 1 seat. And 2024, we went back to 0 seats. What all the data is saying is that out of the 6 seats in the MPP, out of the 6 seats, the 11 elections, MPP has 0 in 6 of the 11 elections. So this is not an area that is a stronghold of the MPP. In fact, it took the whole Boku zone, the 6 constituencies put together, we lost just 30,000 votes in 2024. So you can't lose, it is not the Boku election that made us lose 2024. And we need to be very clear about that, that the data shows that the Boku factor was not a factor in the outcome of the 2024.
This guy is the most disingenuous person on earth. Bawumia is just disingenuous. He's a liar. And you see, he can play around words. Now, the question I want to ask you then is say Bryan Acheampong Ede Mamprusi and Kusasi Asamna Kawa, are you not a Mamprusi? Or today you are denying that you are not Mamprusi? From time Bawumia ne Akufo-Addo bedi Ghana so, and or the head of Ghana Police Council, did you ever hear Mahmoud Bawumia speak on the Mamprusi Kusasi fight before? Even in 2024, when it was tensed, when people were being killed, Bawumia was the head of the Ghana Police Council. Nobody had a word. You can go back into history and check. 2022, 2023, 2024. Every time people were killed at Mamprusi or Kusasi areas, especially in the Kusasi areas, in Boko, Mahmoud Bawumia moved away from that conversation. That time, a lot of Kusasis were being murdered. Ghanaians were expecting a vice president who is from that region, that neighborhood, to just make a statement. Mahmoud Bawumia or pretending to say, Mamprusi Kusasi Fontokwano on Tiye. He never made a public statement on how in Tokwani Yebikano. That time, no, now you Kusasi for to say in Kuko. He was the vice president. He was the head of the police council. He was supposed to speak. He was supposed to speak. But Mahmoud Bawumia as the vice president Ofri Boko. Because he had taken a stand. One can be here. And your boni patu. Even election time, all presidential candidates were speaking on the Boko issue. Mahmoud Bawumia was quiet. Why? Because maybe the fight was going on the side that he was. Maybe. So why do you think, say, and the Bryan Acheampong Mamprusi Mamprusi Kusasi Asamawaba, Wama 24 hours in the Oba Weka Mamprusi Kusasi Wasem. All that the MPP for Ebusa on say. So we say Kofo any Akufo-Addo kra from 1965 Ebesinde Obonya Sita. You are somebody from that region. Why couldn't you win the region? That is the argument from Bryan Acheampong, a MPP for. Nana de Dankwa Kufuor, onye Bokuni, onye Kusasi, onye Mamprusi. J. Kufuor, onye Mamprusi, onye Kusasi, and then the Chrome no. For you to represent the MPP in your own home and not even bringing a toilet cap or bringing one kraba, then that is the question everybody should ask you. Your own home, you could not bring anything from your home. What makes you think that when you go to me, my hometown, Denu, in the Volta region, you can bring something home? And that is a question you don't want to answer. And he's playing around what we call data. The data does not work because it stops with you. You are different from Ekufuor. You are different from Kufuor. You are from there. It's like telling me Nana Dankwa Kufuor did not win any seat from his home region or his own place where he was once a member of parliament. You can't tell me that. Niantiana and Senna Moka say, Mahama, ni seat, no, you're saying the crowd went to be winning. Didn't you people make those noise? So why are you today trying to make it look like, say, the reason why MPP for Dudwanika say, what the economy, it was because you started tribal politics. Now let's go back into history. Now you Mahamudu Bawumia, how disingenuous. He's a liar. And he's a very smooth liar. He's a smooth liar because that is who he is. Now let's go back a little bit. Team, stay with me. Maybe Nipa or started tribal politics in Ghana. Maybe Nipa or started tribal politics, the religious politics. Sa enkwasiadiano Nipa or this started sa tribal bigotry, in our politics. It started when you Bawumia, you entered into our main politics. Now go back. This is Bawumia. Asama no kind of 2024.
Already 4 years now. Yamia Domeba, Yamia Dometi, 8 years. Kudu. Enyaza, Yamia free Kudu. Eti, Yoba, Yayo Mampi, of the Dimia, Reche na Asa, Masayosa, presidency, no, Abano of New. Enyaza, Enyaza, Orosoba. Already 4 years.
This is what he is. This is what he was doing. That was his message. President in Imbra North, I was a ceremony in Ebedi. He was the one speaking. In our politics, ni enkasasa. Bawumia started here. Mi frisem, mi enkremoni. Where the obedia or ya kani? Where the or frisem so or enkremoni inti monfa mame. Tudua ya enkremofoni eguha monfa 2 minimum because mi frisem. Now frisem. Now ko srem na went to manfa bibia ma yen sama unko srem ko eden. This is Mahamudu Bawumia 101 or you're dangerous. And the Bryan Acheampong it represents the party. It does not isolate Bryan Acheampong because Bryan Acheampong was leading Bawumia's campaign in 2024. They were sitting in rooms and drafting this kind of message for Bawumia to tell Ghanaians because that is what the party represents. It is their inner monkey that is today telling Ghana forces saying here. It does not make Bryan Acheampong different from Kennedy Agyapong or Kennedy Agyapong being different from Bawumia. It is just that today they are forced to tell Ghana for say your party, this is what it represents. It's for a presidential candidate to be going out there telling Ghana for say media monfa 2 minimum na me free srem na me enkremoni. What is more bigotry than what we just heard? And so listen to Bawumia. This has been his message for years. On the day tribal bigotry by a politics.
Already been president before. He has been there before. I have not yet been president. But if he comes back, he can only be president for 4 years. By the grace of God, if I come, I can be president for 8 years. But what we know is that the presidency is coming to the north. One way or the other, a northerner is going to be president. But when it leaves the north, We don't know when it will come back. It will take a long time to go through other regions before it comes back to the north. So if it is coming to the north, do we want it for 8 years or for 4 years? Do we want 8 years or 4 years? You know, I believe that if we get it for 8 years, and with the support of people like Bryan Acheampong, Clifford Bryan, Acheampong, Dr. Chanso, all your children who will come and support me in my government, Savannah will continue to grow and develop.
That was his message. The message, you don't know. I say President Nika Slim, because Slim for me in echo, say free Slim and Embabium, say free Slim. I didn't know say Sabbath Slim. Bawumia, in your own campaign, Ogacha Ghana for say, President Sidia, I was say Kasrim. So Anka Slim ne free Slim, dia, and Yadi Baba Slim Bium. Now, just say a free Slim. I didn't know say Sabbath Slim. This is Bawumia 101. This is MPP 101. This is Bryan Acheampong 101. Now 2024, Yehu Kennedy Agyapong was stage also supported Bawumia's agenda. Yehu Bryan Acheampong also supported Kennedy Agyapong's agenda. Sanko 4-way and then Bawumia etnase. Ekache Bawumia said, this is the message we need to rally around. And Omangasa Eko Omuhua, Omoka, who they represent or what they represent, you should not be surprised because that is what the MPP as a political party represent. At a point, Bawumia could slim, Ekache sim for Malam Funina, or Gada Omuina Kachrom say, Me yesrim ni yankrimoni ntine ye mi se memra. Into montoma me krimoni. There's Bawumia.
Look at what will benefit our people. Let's look at what will benefit our people. I have been selected partly because I'm a Muslim. So I'm selected because I'm one of you. I'm not representing myself, I'm representing all of us. So please support. Let us make a difference in Ghana in our generation. Thank you very much for that. Look at what will benefit our people. Let's look at what will benefit our people. I have been selected partly because I'm a Muslim. So I'm selected because I'm one of you. I'm not representing myself, I'm representing all of us. So please support. Let us make a difference in Ghana in our generation. Thank you very much for that. Look at what will benefit our people. Let's look at what will benefit our people. I have been selected partly because I'm a Muslim. So I'm selected because I'm one of you. I'm not representing myself, I'm representing all of us. So please support. Let us make a difference in Ghana in our generation. Thank you very much for that. Look at what will benefit.
Bawumia efre imam fu nyina hia e. Na ne yere te wo Samira Chad ni no. Eka kire Ghana for say he has been selected by the NPP partly because of yenkrimoni. And Bawumia came said obi ye tribal politics. When I tribal politics by Bawumia Mahamudu ofre imam fu nyina kogu dem and o sha jalabia ko ka kire obo say NPP for you know the reason to yi because of yenkrimoni because we are one of them into moment to me. It wasn't about Nyanse Wonitrimo. It wasn't about how he can guide this nation. It wasn't about he being a father for all and respecting everybody's background. It was because he's a Muslim. I say MPP yimi because me yenkrimoniti monfa to me mame. Yaka tribal, yaka bigotry, tribal politics. Bawumia started in Ghana and started in 2014. Why yes sir. And it has always been about tribal freedom. It has always been about baby onyini. So policies any nyansankasa also catch the Ghana for onibi. Now, do not think say Mahamudu Bawumia samna all kano represented Bawumia kwao. No. Remember, all kasana say I have been selected. Who selected Bawumia? It was the NPP. When I'm going to call Congress, I call delegates here, Bawumia is the whole MPP. Not Bryan Acheampong, no, he knew it. Not Kennedy Agyapong, no, he knew it. All the MPP big shots, they knew, say, we are selecting Bawumia because of Yenkrimoni, We are not selecting Bawumia because of Nyansa, because they know say Nyansa kasa de onibi or your true for. But let us put him out there because of incrimony. Nende omo selecting on catch will say yes, small se kofie na kofa good bra na oba na ode kraba na ode baya adenti ne nsoma ma wonsan ko biem wo say we di watem na saa nipa no se na oka ho nyom yiw. Bryan Acheampong say yes, small se ko sirem ko ukrom kofa gold bra kofa ma me chensen bra every so na onim kwan no wona ogru ekuro no ma woni bebi a pepo wo wona woni bebi a nsuo da wona woni bebi a scorpions wo wona woni how to maneuver to get to that o ma me chensen no eno ne pese edidim kofa bra okọ ba ya uguta kuraba na ye catch you say smile no mfa so amba so a o say adentina ye ka se mfa so amba so ye se kofa ma me chensen bra na ndi edien toza afi o ma okọ o ma me kuro ma okofa kuraba na o de kuraba bedu omo select no catch you say ayankwase adwuma na enyi se eto aso a ubu ofu dia osuma wo na jimi ena wo so ayesuma wo no wajimi. And this is where the MPP is. This is what we have been talking to you people about. A very scary political party. Adia tia omba be catch us oh se sia de epobi ofri ha ne antikro no catch say MPP for letter de ma Bawumia say you select too because we are tribal. O catch and so in Crimonia, you have no option than to also make somebody from the Ashanti region your running mate. You enter a party neutral letter ma Bawumia say be ya Santini as your running mate. Ne antikroma na Bryan Acheampong ka ho or support ye Kennedy Agyapong ka ho or support ye Bawumia any omo ma kenyina obi a support ye okwa Asantimem no ko yi jimini ba ko ye se friend na po ne onkofo bebre o party mo nim nyansa omo ye bonofo omo ye awonafo omo ye mfantefo omo ye kowfo omo ye edien omo free brekum omo free doma. And so MPP for letter specifically catch Bawumia say bra ne be ya Santini ba ko a wajimi na manenya running mate because party we no e ya Santefo akamfo party. Then see at the end of the day Mahamudu Bawumia bypassed every intelligent person and okoyi napo. This is what we are talking about. That is what the party represents. In this end, Bryan Acheampong say, Mahamudu Bawumia, this is who you are. This is why we lost the election. It is nothing new. They are all the same. You people, this is what you are made out of. The NPP as a political party, and kwasiadi we no munim. And sadi we mani nyobia wanwa asma Bryan Acheampong kayeno. Bryan Acheampong is not different from Bawumia. Bawumia is not different from Kennedy Agyapong. Party no ne ba no ne bonyu no sani ade chichire party no. And the hade bi omoye. Omankasa group by group. Obia ka candidate bia no adwene boni e wo mutirim. Ene boni o mudi hwe. This is what the Bawumia group omde abeto abontene about edien Bryan Acheampong. And the Bawumia group no am say Bryan Acheampong akoka asem no kre. Inti ende the bonya wedi nyina na ye nyina ye nim no a na ye kata so no ye bema Ghana fo hu. Inti Bryan Acheampong Bawumia ene Kennedy for camp no omoso de Bryan Acheampong bone ye be kire say wey mamo ntoma no onim nyansa party ni nie mese se okohu Asantini ene edien or support to MPP Asantini or support to MPP ene wowo Cobra mantama Asantini ne jai Cobra no yeti kromo ama Asantifo ni bi eso so nkwasi asem we so Bryan Acheampong odi nkwasi asem am so dabi onam nwuram na okohu Cobra na ni aso na hu Asantini or support to MPP mantam Asantini ne bodan ho bantam ne boduam ansa na akɔhwe Cobra ne kire kwan because omo no mo de san kwasi afo ya besie so Asantifo ni bi we dwa now Bryan Acheampong the 10 cents of Bryan Acheampong Bawumia mo na akoyi aba. And so first, you come to the Bryan Acheampong, ya bonibia. Bryan Acheampong munjano. Okay, ya minister, security, a Greek, no mu defend it. And ye bri obukro no, omakofa Bryan Acheampong boni abasa men kanchire Ghana for. Na ye party ni team ni ye nyina ye nye. Now this is Bryan Acheampong's 10 cents. Almost say he masterminded way free Bawumia campo. Almost say Ghana for NTS say we boni a odi ye nie. Sa boni we nyina wo ho ya shada ne enkan ye. Na obeka Bawumia asam dia ye be yi ne to e ma Ghana fo mu say ye ne part we ye ina monkey ni eni jimi enti ma menjudwam Bawumia go for say Bryan Acheampong mastermind or behind the Ayawaso electoral violence. Say catch the Ghana for ne Bawumia na mo ho kwan say Bryan Acheampong asem esi wa Ayawaso West wagon obi kosi sa etutura for mo mutuo be bo nipa tu na Bryan Acheampong MPP for ene ende share aka kire ende uko platform so share that is what they are sharing because they think say I was saying who fin na Ghana for who partner si ba etie almost omo Jimmy boni omo di nyina omo nimu ba omo say Ghana for Jimmy. The second sin of Bryan Acheampong, you see ordinary orchestrating Edubuan his removal through Anas or say almost say omo nim omo de adwuma ba Bryan Acheampong Bryan Acheampong and the share Edubuan na oye Minister of State na owo eye de Jubilee House na Anas expose ba no mu omo say Bryan Acheampong ne share and na orchestrate ye momu yi Edubuan free ho we nyina omo nimo o man ka ho asel until say Bryan Acheampong beka say Bawumia nim nyansa yetna kroma ka say sanyoma we nyina koso MPP for be bodua omo be bo medua o TV so nyina na eduabɔ na adwe be nyom nyom be ku omo nyina to atwene because in some way nyina ye kan ye and so MPP for ka say Kevin Taylor tan MPP and the MPP for na ye poster say yenche ema Ghana for who Bryan Acheampong is. The deadly, dangerous, very diabolic Bryan Acheampong. Ya body dia ba. The dangerous Bryan Acheampong. And then history near when no person be the president of Ghana. No. The 10 sins of Bryan. Sin number 3. He instigated the Ken must go agenda to weaken government. Almost say Ken Oforiatta, ministers and MPs no more parliament. No. Bryan Acheampong the time sika ko sha ase so omonye sa Ken must go no because that time no na Ekufuado mpene so na Ekufuado na ebusuafo edi sika no inti Bryan Acheampong the time ni hotel sika and or spread ma MPs say munko demonstration no almost say and omo ka no kura kire Ghana for Bryan na sha ase kaikalization pathway me see eguo ejimi fo nko an ebom omo nim nyansa. Now Bryan Acheampong, the 4th sin of Bryan Acheampong any almost say attempted illegal acquisition of Snit hotels. Almost some kind of pain. Anka yama ni anya di anka Bryan owia Snit hotels nyina. Netia December ya ebetuaba anka Bryan Acheampong o use politics ni MPP aje Ghana Snit hotels nya and the MPP for say yenkan no kre. Ye ne defend ni eboa. Bryan Acheampong ye kromfo. Anka yama ni anya den say NDC ni Ghana fo a anka Bryan Acheampong ewia hotels a eye Snit hotels nko wia ni nyina. Omo kire Bryan Acheampong ase. Kwasiafo we na ode obra koto amomo. Kwasiafo na say ubewu amomo. Kwasiafo party na say ube den. We mu na eye party a we mu ewifo we akromfo we. Ye bebo obi a tape ha. Terminal report na MPP for some kan kire mu. Bryan Acheampong the boni etoso num. Almost say he plotted the removal of Kandapa from office because to him Bryan Acheampong time on national security no ye ni free on ne ya if you say eba elections no juma odi ani ayawa so nyoma oyeye a odo akotena TV so radio so cast we dey just a snippet of it or be dangerous thing no ye ni free national security ani ya pa into almost say Bryan Acheampong na di sika sha asem ya pam Kandapa NPP fo and the omo chiro omo party na say party na sin omo chiro no the inside the wagon of the party kwasiafo we omo inner monkey bar they can do anything and the inner monkey is exhibiting its inner monkeyness. You are seeing the real MPP in less than 24 hours omo printed Bryan Acheampong ne bonia omo nyina nim omo evidence e de kire say we na na ye kata so yensi antuma gufin abontene yensi antuma gufin abontene nyina enie. So I got to say MPP for Abuja, no more ye party ni dear, Mammy NC and Tumagufino Abontinia, Nasa Anoma way no Mumpeso will be Simo. Into Magufino a Dawson. Omo Jimmy to pathway, a cromfo you for a woody for ma. Now, Bryan Acheampong, MPP will say and can't chamo, Bonia would do or Ghana Hanebini number 6. Bryan Acheampong Bonia Tosu Insia engineered the Kandapa uncensored video, almost almost kind of smooth. Bawumia group almost say Kandapa video there about Bontina na ya recording na wa run ho sa no Bryan Acheampong and a contract oba na man ye wo nipa oh say and the omo e ka no kure na kire almost say video na eba Bontina Kandapa na all model na abayo bi eye ni video a we yi ne to ho na osa e pajamas no almost say Bryan Acheampong na Bryan Acheampong the tamusika Elikotia obane se omunye no mungu Kandapa ni mase omu Bawumia team no enende oma print ade ama se yen kan kire mo party where party yekun homa omo party omu tumi kunje bi dan kwa omu boni di besi nne party where party party a unite we yase a party that unite under a funeral where your party And Samanfo party way. A party that unites under a funeral. Actually, a year ma to come home in Tamuawi. A Jimmy phone and tam to me show musim. Now, Bryan Acheampong Bonnie a Tosun song. Bryan Acheampong MPP for Bawumia campus say he sponsored the removal of the sitting MPs. Sa MPs now lose seat no. Any oma ye omo. Sa MPs be ye omo. Bryan Acheampong sponsor. Yeah. I'm say Bryan Acheampong. On the say Juma no. Where about Bawumia Nkofo, they know all these things. Omo say Bryan Acheampong, Juma mo dini dinye, but no ma kan nyina ahye dem, ye nsi entoma go abontene. Until Bryan Acheampong ka say Bawumia nim nyansa, okọ no ma me krom, onkofa chense mbra ne fa medi to zaave no, okofa akoraba, obubu ofu, omo so meka boni ni nyina akyere. This is Bawumia's team. This is what they are telling us. They are spilling the beans. Bryan Acheampong, almost anybody bonny a tossum watch, almost another 10 or home de ba. Yenji first 10 we. Now Bryan Acheampong a bema be no sakasa. Almost 10 na kana woody woman beba. Bryan Acheampong bonny a tossum watch. Almost say hoarded rice and fertilizer meant for MPs before the elections. Yes, Bryan Acheampong. Sa time you ever to abanoye a Greek minister. Bawumia say, yan kanchira mo say, a more any fertilizer ye kwache after elections Bryan Acheampong na hoarding nyina. One farmer MPs no. Okay, I said right after elections, and this vote chief fertilizers be any more Bryan Acheampong hoarding nyina. Sa time no a Greek minister. No report to my Bawumia or cabinet. Mahamudu Bawumia say or catch the Ghana for. Sa nyomara mu na Bryan Ejuma. Bryan Acheampong bonny a tosun kuno. Inside job and our ocean sano. We yan start you. Almost start ya kumbi. Ebi bewu. Poison bi. Hey, be there before ebi mo yere nom. Janti bo enche bi on ba beto abontene. Yete ya mi amen call for minimum. Say mpunam. We mo Jimmy bruta. Bonne ewudie konkonsa krono. Jimmyization, Jimmyism. MPP no, any chomo fruma. Beleka accord no, Doctor Nika no say Jimmyization, Jimmyism. Wemo, Jimmy. Bryan Acheampong Bonnie a toson kuno. Jimmy too. Withheld funds allocated for general elections. You see election no, Sikano majority of Sika or nom the elections, Bryan Acheampong, Eden si so. One penny. Bawumia na akacha and inquiry so release. Bryan Acheampong be ma ombra bonteme contest. Na onhwe so betime yi ano a. Bawumia inquiry no evidence gudamo. Pocho. Omaboa no to say galamsey fo nsuo. Ene e fell sump. Later dey betwa so. Omaboa evidence eguo to say galamsey fo ye fell sump. Eno na e betwa so later. E dey akoye maasebo no. Eguo pocho. Almost number 10, Bryan Acheampong, ya bema ombra bontime press conference. Number you we nyina no. Say enyo no na yes ade na. Man 24 hours. Almost number 10, seize land from innocent citizens without compensation. Near tia, and Ankofo be demonstration wo ku. Say Bryan Acheampong, why no so your hene onyo hene and na waje nkofo asase. Bawumia team is more evidence. Or ya bema 24 hours. Ombra na ombe kanchira Ghana for said the okano. The omo canoboa away from Bawumia team no. Bryan Acheampong say Bawumia Jimmy. Yes man so kono ma me kuro mo Mamprusi. Onkofa chance mbra ndi muti ozafia. Okọ ya okofa akoraba onim nyansa. Ye nsuma ne mane nkoho biem. Bawumia ko apai. O se na yiri free child ntidi en. Ono ankasa so adenti na ye ne sa onya Mamprusi ni. Now, ya ka Bryan Acheampong. Enti Bawumia nkofo no so tie no. Bryan Acheampong nkofo tie no se dabi. Na se Mahamudu Bawumia we koko hye de to. Yenim ne kro no enti yeso yebeka e hwa na Bryan Acheampong so friend boys ne se momra me ba be mama de nsem bia to abontene efa Mahamudu Bawumia ho because me so matena cabinet da me so my business deals da ono Bawumia no minim de oye wa ba mu nyina enti Bryan Acheampong so activate ne nkwara se ono so Mahamudu Bawumia 24 hours sansam we Mahamudu Bawumia so respond ya
come say Africa 360 hub. And the story as listen, the for trending issues na highway in Sunday. America Africa 360 hour, you know, Kubia, or a two who say anything digital marketing, anything digital branding, advertising, be beer there. Africa 360 Hub. We Jumaku and Asa and Cran up say Ubo Jumaku who the who and as I will build a brand in the digital world. And now I keep saying say this digital world is in to stay. And kasa a bad trend, man I say it's just a trend. It's in to stay. Without digital a Juma be a way be and said you make a open the right people to help you build your brand. Open the right agency to help you build a solid brand on any of the digital platforms. And as in the digital world, they are the best place. I would personally say Africa 360 Hub. Without them, because they learn from Africa 360 Hub. So the best place for you to go is Africa 360 Hub. Yeah. So you're watching one news. YouTube you're watching one team. Make sure to subscribe. Me power subscribe in my head. Now every BM to get more exclusive trending issues. Yeah, interviews ni BBR. Yes. Abanewe. Peace. I'm out. My crowd.